Alright, so I asked in my Discord server if I should do any storytime videos, and some of y'all said, sure, if I want to, of course. So I do want to, but I realized that I don't have many long stories to tell. So I decided to make this video, which I'll tell 3 mini stories that's happened to me in my life so far. Before I continue, make sure to join the Discord server if you want, and also subscribe too, that'd be nice. The first story takes place back in 2015 and I was in 3rd grade. Anyways, my 3rd grade teacher was a new teacher. I think she was about 24, I think she was 24. And you know, I'm 8 years old because I'm in 3rd grade. And looking back at it now, she is pretty, or she was pretty. I don't know how she looks like now. And a lot of other kids in my class thought the same thing, you know, like, oh, she's a pretty teacher, or woman, I guess. But there's this one kid, I'll call him Cray Cray, who really liked this teacher. And when I mean really, I mean like he wanted to date this teacher, dog. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'd say I was a pretty good student back then. I kept getting 4s, so in elementary terms that's like an A. And you know, I did good, math was easy, all that stuff. And there was this point during our snack time where our teacher would let us share stories. During writing time, she'd let us write our own stories because, you know, we had to write. But during not lunchtime, snack time, she'd let us share them if we wanted. Not many people like to share their stories, but me, as a 3rd grader who was enjoying anime, specifically, I'm sorry to say this, but I, as a 3rd grader, was watching High School DxD. And if you know what High School DxD is, then that's why maybe you're thinking, a 3rd grader watching High School DxD? Yeah, my sister showed it to me. But, so, okay, yeah, so I was watching High School DxD, and I really liked the anime because of the plot. As a 3rd grader, I liked it for the plot. I still do. And I used to write these stories where it was just me and my friends, and I just scout the main characters from High School DxD, and instead replaced it with me and my friends. And I used to write these like fake stories of just us like doing cool adventure crap in 3rd grade writing, so it was probably really bad, using the wrong to's and theirs and stuff like that. Horrible grammar. But yeah, so that's what I was writing, and I called it Emperor of the Red Dragon. My teacher, who I'll call Miss B, gave me a lot of praise for it because she said I had like confidence for sharing and I was brave, so all that nice stuff. And my fellow classmates also enjoyed it because they thought it was cool. And I guess Cray Cray got a little bit jealous. So about a week and a half later, after I started sharing my stories every day during snack time, he started to write his own stories. And then he started sharing them. They didn't like them as much as mine because obviously mine was better. I honestly forgot what his was about because, you know, I don't even care what his was about. Anyways, he got some of that same praise that the teacher gave me, and he was all happy about it. Miss B was an amazing teacher. She was super nice. She wasn't strict. She wasn't mean. She didn't put a lot of pressure on us. She was just an overall great teacher, and we were her first ever class. Every day at the end of class, when we're about to head out to go to the buses or, you know, get our parents to pick us up, she would give everyone a hug or a high five, depending on what the kid wanted. So most people would give her a high five, some people would give her hugs. Ryan was usually always at the front of the line, but he'd just give her a hug, which is normal, right? We want hugs. We're 3rd graders, we enjoy hugs. And we were at the height where we kind of like reached her chest. But Ryan was there for a good 15 seconds, dog. This guy was enjoying his time there, just like really hugging her. And back in 3rd grade, we were like, that's kind of weird. Why is he taking so long? We want to get out of school. But he did that every single day. He enjoyed his time. He really just hugged her. And then after that, he'd leave, smile. Everyone else would either give her a high five or hug her. I was one to usually hug her because it was nice, you know. So I leave, and that's usually a typical day. Cray Cray had crushes on I swear to God, every girl in the class. But I don't know how, but I guess he started crushing on the teacher. So Valentine's Day is coming up. I have a crush on this girl named Mia. I'm making Valentine's cards for everyone in the class and then a special one for her. That doesn't matter. Cray Cray planned something big. He's telling his friends about it. I heard about it. He says that he's gonna bring balloons, chocolate, and flowers to the special someone that he likes. And as a third grader, I'm like, ooh, how romantic. Your crush is definitely gonna like you after that. I didn't think much of it. And so for the next couple of days, everyone is getting excited because on Friday, that's when our little Valentine's Day party for third grade was gonna happen. So we're all excited. We're getting hyped up. Our entire week is like Valentine's Day themed. And then finally, Valentine's Day rolls around. I bring a couple cards for everyone in the class of candy taped to it so I can give it to the classmates. And Cray Cray comes in wearing a suit and tie, looking fresh, looking clean, looking like a handsome kid, alright? With flowers on one hand, balloons on the other hand, balancing the chocolates on both arms. And he sits down. Everyone is like, damn man, you looking fly. Why are y'all dressed up? And then he's telling kids, oh, I'm gonna confess to someone. And my classmates are getting hyped because they're like, oh my gosh, Cray Cray's gonna confess to his crush today, and if he gets rejected, we're gonna make fun of him. So the party begins. We're all enjoying our time. We're getting chocolates, we're getting candy, everyone's talking, everyone's having a good time, we're eating yummy candy. But Ryan goes up and announces to the class, hey, I have someone to confess to. And like I said, everyone was hyped, everyone was ready for this. And he grabs the flowers, the chocolates, and the balloon and goes up to the teacher's desk and tells the teacher that he has a crush on her and has had a crush on her for the past 2 months. And let me tell you this, she had a boyfriend that she's been dating for 3 years, I'm pretty sure, and now they're married. But he asked out a teacher that is 16, 3 times his age, out pretty much, that has a boyfriend. And the teacher, Miss B, is just surprised. She's shocked. She didn't know what to say, and so she was all flattered and stuff like that, but she had to just kindly decline him. And just like, oh, thank you so much for the chocolates and stuff. You're a great student too. And Cray Cray, he takes the L. He seems all happy. He's like, oh, it's alright, it's fine. But then when he was walking back to his seat, he looked so defeated. I wanted to laugh so hard at him, but I was friends with Cray Cray, so I wasn't gonna laugh at my guy that just got rejected. But then again, he asked out the teacher. The class was pretty much silent after that for a good 2 minutes or so, and then it went back to normal. Ryan, I guess, still had a crush on the teacher for a little bit longer, and then he started crushing on my crush. That was definitely one of the highlights of my 3rd grade year, just having Cray Cray ask out the teacher. That it's so strange to think back that Cray Cray really did that. And I think maybe he thought he had a chance because his dad was actually I don't think he was a famous, but he was in one of the famous teams for basketball. So that was the story of the 3rd grader that was in love with his teacher. This next story is a lot shorter, but it's about how this one 4th grader got suspended from school. You may be thinking, what's so special about some kid getting suspended from school? And this is why. This kid, and we'll call him Ken. He got suspended for bringing a Glock to school. It's a morning before school starts. We're all lined up before our teacher comes to pick us up. And Ken is going around telling people that he has something in his bag. He has a gun. He has a Glock, specifically a Glock in his bag. And people are like, what the hell? Wait, why do you have a gun at school? He tells my friend William as well. And William is he's laughing, but he ends up snitching on him, which for good reason. He had a gun on the premises. And the teacher actually didn't believe William at first until I also told the teacher, and some other kids were like confirming, yeah, that's what Ken said to us. Ken gets taken out of class. They search his bag, from what I think, because we didn't see him after class after that, and no one told us the specifics until like 2 days later, where Ken hasn't been going to school. We're like, yo, where did Ken go? And our teacher, Miss H, finally told us like the specifics. She was like, hey, don't worry, he didn't bring an actual gun to class, but he did lie about it for whatever reason, which endangered kids, so he got suspended for like 5 days, like a school week. Thinking about it now, he was a new kid at the school, and after that I should have known that he was going to be popular, but also a hassle to deal with, because Ken also beat up William pretty much. One morning, him and William were fighting, like actually fighting, and since Ken had the size advantage, like beefy wise, and William was kind of like a twig, but he was tall, he picked up William and dropped him on his knee on like William's back. So William's back is getting bent by Ken's knee, and then he just drops him on the floor, which is made out of cement, by the way. Made out of cement. Ken was a bully. I'll say that. He was a bully. He bullied me, not as much as he bullied William. He'd honestly just pick on me, but nothing, like I said, nothing as serious as William. One thing I like remember clearly is that he always made fun of my hairline, which back then I didn't know what that meant, so I was like, it didn't really hurt me as much. But yeah. In 5th grade, Ken got suspended at least 4 more times. I think once for drugs, once for fighting, and I don't know what the other 2 were. The third and last story for today is about this one kid who thought he was a vampire. I'm in 2nd grade, and I'm friends with this kid named Brian. We're gonna call him Brian. We both roleplayed during recess. Like, we pretend we were the Wildcrats or the Ninjago Ninjas, or just the freaking characters from Shima. He also used to lie, thinking that he was cool, about how he built spaceships, like modded spaceships in Minecraft. But one thing that he also said that thought made him cool was how he drank blood. It wasn't a one-time thing either. He'd like actually mention it like daily, that he drinks blood and how he loves drinking blood. And I ask him, hey dude, where do you get the blood? And he says, oh, I bite myself, and then when I cut myself, like when I bite myself, and then I drink my blood. I'm thinking, wow, you're weird, is that even healthy? And he says, yeah, it tastes good, you should try it. I obviously say no, since I'm not weird. But I used to think, like, wow, he drinks blood, that's weird. I go home thinking, you know what if I did try it? I didn't. But I was drinking cranberry juice. But because he thought he was cool, I legitimately thought like, hey, maybe he is cool for drinking his blood. Maybe cool kids drink their blood. So I poured myself some cranberry juice in a glass cup and pretended it was blood. And the next day I go to school, my hey dog, I also drank some blood, man. And he's like, oh, you did? That's so cool. Honestly, thinking about it now, it was so cringe and so weird how he did that. And I wonder how he is now. I'm pretty sure he's mature, but that's just something that, it's strange. Looking back in 2nd grade, I think that is the most memorable thing, was just him saying that he drank blood because he liked it and he thought he was a vampire because of it. Oh, Brian was weird, man. Brian was very, very, very weird. Anyways, this was a new type of video, storytime video, which I enjoyed making. Honestly, it was nice looking back at these times, just talking about it. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you want more, just tell me. Just comment down below, leave a like or something, subscribe, join the Discord server. There's actually a channel where you can just suggest video ideas. And On March 31st, we're going to do a live listening party to Quadeca's From Me to You, which is his new album that's going to come out on March 31st. And it will probably be uploaded around April 2nd. That's a big video I have planned that I'm excited to record with everyone that will join. Podcast is also going to be recorded there, so I guess that's cool too. The podcast will be uploaded on Friday, so tune in for that. I hope you guys are excited. I am. I've been wanting to create a podcast for like the past 2 years, but never got around to it. I'm not saying it will be good, but I'll have fun making it, which to me, that's all that matters. New upload tomorrow or Wednesday. I want to get one more upload in this week before I release the podcast, so tune in for that as well. Turn on notification bell, whatever the crap that's called. That's all from me today, so have a good night, good day, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. See ya.
I won't let you get to me. Tables turning. I don't